Hello viewers, let us continue our topic tensor calculus. In order to study the subject of tensors, we need to know about some basic concepts like suffixes, coordinates, Einstein summation convention, etc. We will study these concepts one by one. First of all, we see what are the suffixes. There are two types of suffixes, upper suffix or superscript and lower suffix or subscript. We will see which type of suffixes are called upper and lower suffixes by taking an example. In the symbol Aij, the suffix I, this suffix I, is called the upper suffix and J is called as the lower suffix. The quantity Ai does not mean A raised to the power I, but Ai stands for A1, A2, A3 up to An for I equals to 1 to n. Thus, in Ai, I is the representative of 1, 2, 3 up to n. So the value of I depend upon its range. Second concept which we would like to discuss is of coordinates. We know that in two-dimensional and three-dimensional spaces, a point is represented respectively by two independent variables and three independent variables. In two-dimensional space, a point is represented by two independent variables. In three-dimensional space, the point is represented by three independent variables. These variables are called as coordinates. For example, in three-dimensional space, the coordinates of a point in rectangular, cylindrical and spherical polar coordinate systems are respectively denoted by xyz, rho phi z and r theta phi. xyz in rectangular coordinate system, in cylindrical coordinate system rho phi z, and in spherical polar coordinate system r theta phi. This is in three-dimensional space. If we generalize this concept, the coordinates of a point in an n-dimensional space Vn are given by n real variables, n real independent variables x1, x2 up to xn. Thus, a point in an n-dimensional space is represented by an ordered n-tuple x1, x2 up to xn, or in short, xi, I equals to 1 to n. So, in n-dimensional space, the point is represented by these n quantities, which are the n independent quantities, which are called as variables. So, we shall write xyz, rho phi z and r theta phi as x1, x2, x3. That is, in xyz, this x is x1, y is x2, z is x3. In rho phi z, this rho is x1, phi is x2, z is x3. And in r theta phi, r is x1, theta is x2, phi is x3. Using the single letter x with superscript. So, in 10-dimensional space, the point will be described by 10 independent quantities, that is by 10 coordinates, and we will denote those coordinates by x1, x2 up to x10. Then the next concept is of Einstein summation convention. To understand this, consider the sum x1 plus x2 plus and so on plus xn. We can write this sum using sigma notation as summation I from 1 to n xi. So here I vary from 1 to n. So this sum in short can be written in this form by using sigma. Similarly, we write the sum a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus and so on up to an xn as summation I from 1 to n ai xi. In this sum, I appears twice, that is I is repeated. We write this sum as ai xi without the symbol sigma. This summation convention is called as Einstein summation convention. So, according to this convention, when the same index appears as a superscript and subscript, the summation is implied on that suffix. This is the Einstein summation convention. Once again, we will see this. Here I is repeated, and therefore this sum can be written without using this symbol sigma, and we write it as ai xi. So whenever some suffix is repeated, then that represents the sum implied over that suffix. So this ai xi means the sum ai xi taken over I. Since a repeated index indicates summation, another index may be substituted for it. That is, ai xi may also be written as ar xr, as xs, etc. Next, there are two types of suffixes in a sum, namely dummy suffix and real suffix. These suffixes are defined as follows. Repeated suffix in a single sum is called a dummy suffix or an umbral suffix, and the suffix occurring only once in a given term is called a free suffix or real suffix. For example, in the sum ars xs, the suffix s is repeated twice, and hence the suffix s is a dummy suffix. And by Einstein summation convention, this quantity ars xs is nothing but the summation ars xs, where s vary from 1 to n. So here s is repeated, it is called as the dummy suffix. In place of s, we can use any other suffix. So we can write this ars xs as ar lambda x lambda or ar j xj, like this. And the suffix r, as it occurs once, it is the free suffix. Thus, we have ARS XS is equal to summation S equal to 1 to n ARS XS, that is equal to AR1 X1 plus AR2 X2 plus and so on ARN XN. Here S is repeated twice and therefore there is the sum taken over S, and hence here there is the sum taken over S. On taking the sum over S, taking the values of S as 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n, this sum is AR1 X1 plus AR2 X2 plus and so on ARN XN. So in this way we can write the sum without using sigma notation. This is the Einstein summation convention. Therefore, an equation Aij xj equal to Bi represent a system of equations. Let us see how this single equation represents a system of equations. Suppose n is equal to 3. That is, dimension of the space is 3. Then I and j takes the values 1, 2, 3. In this sum, j is repeated in the term Aij xj. J is repeated and therefore there is the sum taken over j by Einstein summation convention. So we write an equation Aij xj is equal to Bi as summation j from 1 to 3 Aij xj is equal to Bi. Also this I assumes the values 1, 2, 3 and therefore taking I equals to 1, this sum becomes summation A1j xj is equal to B1. Then for I equals to 2, this becomes A2j xj equal to B2, and for I equal to 3, A3j xj is equal to B3. So in this way we have 3 equations. So these are the 3 equations which we have for I and j equals to 1, 2, 3. In this way, that single equation represent the system of these 3 equations whenever the dimension of the space is 3. So if the dimension of the space is n, then such a single equation represent the system of n equations. Here one thing is to be noted, that in a single sum no suffix should repeat more than 2 times. Thus the expression ARS XR YR is incorrect because here R is repeated thrice. So in single sum there should not be such a situation where some suffix is repeated more than 2 times. So R is repeated thrice and therefore this ARS XR YR, this expression is incorrect.